Hello there, I'm back with the second part of chapter 2 of class 6th history. So let's continue it further. And as you might know in the previous part that I have covered two topics. The first one is the earliest people, why were they on the move? So this was the first. And the second one is the uh, how do we know about these people? So these were two topics that has been discussed in the first part. So let's move to our next topic, which is choosing a place to live in. Here the topic is choosing a place to live in. So let's start this. The very first line is telling us to look at the map given below. So why not, let's have a look at the map. And this is the map. And this is the map, and it's all about some important archaeological sites of different ages. And we can find this written beneath the index over here. This is the index, and we can see that this red colored triangle is showing sites of Paleolithic age, which is all about hunters and gatherers. And the second blue colored square denoting Neolithic sites, which was the period of early farmers and herders. And the third one, green circle, is telling about megalithic sites, which was the period of Vedic era. Just like that, this purple colored diamond shaped quadrilateral is telling about the sites of early villages. And this orange colored star is showing the sites of modern cities. And if we look closely on Paleolithic sites here, then we can find three locations: Bhimbetka, Unsgi and Kurnool caves. And we can also find that these places are located near the sources of water like rivers or lakes. Have a look yourself on Bhimbetka, and it is located near Narmada river. And Unsgi and Kurnool caves, these two are located near Krishna river, and these are very important sites actually. Bhimbetka, which is in Madhya Pradesh in present, and this is an old site as we talked, and it has caves and rock shelters. And people of that time were choosing places like this because they provided them shelter from the rain, heat and wind, and because they were near the rivers, so they can have an easy access of water anytime. In addition of only using it for shelter, they also did paintings in these caves and rock shelters. And we get to know about it from the caves of Madhya Pradesh and the southern Uttar Pradesh. And that is all about how they chose places to live. Now moving on further topics, but before that we need to clarify one thing, which is sites. While I've been using the term sites from very long, I am sure that you already know about the meaning of this term, but let's talk about for once, so that you don't left with any type of confusion. Sites are the places where archaeologists found the remains of huge things, of the people who once used to live there. And these things can be anything like tools, pots, buildings, etc., and can be found anywhere, whether on the surface of earth or buried under the earth or even sometimes under the water. See, when I said anywhere, I meant that. Whatever. And with that being said, let's move to our next topic, finding out about fire. Here's our topic, and I'm assuming that you haven't forgotten the red triangles that had been used in the maps. So let's back again to the maps and find Kurnool caves. Okay. So here it is. Here is Kurnool caves. So this is the place where traces of ash has been found, and as we already know it is a Paleolithic site, which means people were aware of fire from Paleolithic age. Now you may be wondering that what the hell is these ages on the earth of I'm continuously speaking about, like Paleolithic, Mesolithic, Neolithic, so on and so forth. In that case, it's very important to understand this first. Okay, here the name and dates. These are just names of different era which has been given by archaeologists. They call the earliest period by the name of Paleolithic, which comes from two Greek words. First is paleo, meaning of paleo is old, and the second is lithos, which means stones. It means old stone age. and time period of this Paleolithic age extends from 2 million years ago to 12,000 years ago, and this very long span of time covers 99% of human history, and it is so long. That's why it has been divided into three: lower, middle, and upper Paleolithic ages. Now this was the first age. Now we come to our second age, which is Mesolithic, and this covers a time period of about time period from 12,000 years ago to 10,000 years ago, and this was the time when environmental changes also took place. And as you can see, lithic word is added in each of them because that points to the importance of finds of stone tools. But stone tools found during this Mesolithic age were generally tiny, and that's why they were called as microliths. Microliths means tiny stones. Okay, if you are thinking about the meaning of Mesolithic, then it is Middle Stone Age. Now the third stage is Neolithic, which means New Stone Age, and the time period of this stage starts from 10,000 years ago. Okay, so that was all. Because this chapter is so big, we will cover in lot more parts. Till then, take care, goodbye, and Jai Hind.